Yes, I'm sure. What's going on, folks? King of the Dead back with Leo the Madman. Another episode, the anticipated episode, the Dr. Phosphorus episode of Creature Commandos. Sadly, it looks like the second before last. Like, next episode's gonna be the last one. But let's talk about this one. Getting into it, how'd you feel about this episode, Leo?
I was upset with the lack of GI robot in it.
I am getting tired of you.
I really like this one. Dr. Phosphorus, I love him. He's a good character. I don't understand. Okay, so why is he trying to make these villains good people? Because, like, Dr. Phosphorus is like, oh, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't actually kill his wife and children. He was framed. But I do like this one because even though that happened, that's fucked up. I feel bad for him. They did show him that he decided to become a bad guy afterwards, and justly, understandable crash out. One of the most understandable crash outs I've seen.
I guess that is the thing with all of them. Is that for the bride's really just trying to run away from Frankenstein. That's why she keeps fucking shit up. Weasel didn't actually eat the kids. He was framed. Who else did we get? GI Robot is guilty, but the purest form of guilty. You goddamn right I killed him. The fuck? With this one, I don't know. I guess before we get into the details of the episode, let's get into the meat of it. I didn't like this. Like, I really didn't like. I was so ready for it. I was so ready. When you see the previews, whenever Dr. Phosphorus and his family, he's like a cowboy in Gotham. And not cowboy, he's like dancing in Gotham, whatever. We figure out what's going on.
Just as a pimp.
That's the best you got for me? The most generic. I made fun of Weasel's backstory for being generic, and everybody else's backstory for being forced. But this is just generic and boring. This is just like, you can take one look. His name is Dr. Phosphorus, and he's a fucked up guy. Okay, how did he become Dr. Phosphorus? Oh, his wife and child were murdered by the mob because he was working for them to be a nuclear scientist, and then they put him in there, and then he turned into Dr. Phosphorus and he killed him. That's the most generic. Y'all came up with that, and even if it's like, as a man who have not read a single comic with Dr. Phosphorus in it, I do not doubt that is comic accurate. I don't doubt it at all. But you couldn't have spiced it up a little, made it more interesting than that. It was just boring, and what I was waiting on is to get to the killing. Like, whenever these absolutely fucked in the head gangsters laughing as they're rubbing this man's hands all over his dead wife and child's bodies. Like, let's get to the killing, let's get. And then they make it a montage. We don't get to see the main guy. We don't even get to see Dutch Vanderlyn get killed. They just say, like, oh yeah, he killed his mob bands. This mafia man was found dead along with his wife and child, burnt to a crisp. Maybe show, not that I want to see a child murdered, maybe show us that. That's the more interesting part, is that he did it. He's so fucked in the head right now that he went and he killed an innocent woman and child. That's why he is the way that he is. But, and then, like, seeing him, like, go across it, like, fuck it up in Gotham as a new pimp, the new head of the everything, it's like over in like 40 seconds. It's just, that's it? Show me some more. Show me what it's like. Show me him interacting with other villains. Show me what it meant that Dr. Phosphorus is running the fucking drug game right now. But no, he just dances in the club, and then a swolled out fucking demon Batman shows up, and that's literally it. That's all you got? Weasel's back. Shit. Sorry about that, my phone went off. Weasel's backstory is more interesting than that.
I kind of understand what you're going about.
Dutch Vanderlyn.
It did feel like we were kind of going through the motions.
I don't think you heard me.
What?
Dutch Vanderlyn.
Yeah, I know.
One more score, Dr. Phosphorus.
One more score.
Just get us the papers and we get to Tahiti.
But I did like one of my favorite parts of it is when he was holding the dude upside down. I knew it was gonna happen.
He
but
burnt
I still
through his
liked
ankles.
seeing it happen. Yeah, I like that.
That was interesting. And then one of them, who was it? Somebody didn't even get to feel what was happening. You didn't even get to... Who died? Somebody died so immediately that he didn't even get to know what happened. You gotta make sure they know why they're dying for. Come on. That one fucker deserved it, though. The one that's like, give me your name and I'll see if you have an appointment. Okay, kill him. This is a flaming, irradiated skeleton. What are you doing?
Honestly. Dog, every time he's on the screen, like, killing, I feel like spooky, scary skeletons going through his head.
Like, I just wish we had something else cooking here. Not that anybody's backstory is that convoluted. It's just, I've been so impressed with everyone's. And then you give me that. One of the most anticipated characters' backstories. You think I give a fuck about fishy, no titties backstory? I don't give a damn. I'm really, Dr. Phosphorus is easily one of the most fan favorite characters. And that's all you got for me? just generic ass mafia, dead wife and child shit. Feels like those fan fictions where they write about Gohan unlocking a new form, and it's always some villain kidnaps and murders Pan and Videl, and then he gets mad and kills them all. Like that's the best you got for me.
Yeah, I can kind of understand that. I still like it. Any excuse to have Dr. Phosphorus on the screen is okay with me. I do agree with you though that it did feel like it was missing something important.
Really, you didn't agree until you didn't say that until I said it.
Well, I'm trying to see it from your point of view.
No, I don't think.
I
I
mean,
think
I
you're copying me.
still like.
I think you're trying to steal my whole flow.
How about fuck yourself? How about that?
Maybe I will. All right, on a more positive note, he was whistling the theme song in the beginning, which I do appreciate.
I fucking knew it.
Also, a part of this episode that really stuck out to me is Economos, as in Steve Aoki's character, you know, the big redhead guy who's a cripple. He's really good at his job. Because as soon as they said, like, oh, there's a guy he was 7 feet tall and green. Is that anything? That's something. He had bolts in his head. Eric Frankenstein. He pinged it immediately. He says, Eric Frankenstein, he's been stalking the bride for decades. That's an interesting encyclopedia you have there. Because as far as my knowledge, he's never been a member of Argus. He's never been arrested and put into Bel Rev or anything. So you just have this encyclopedia in your head of every superpower to anything? Not just heroes and villains, just superpower shit in general.
He needs to.
Like, for what reason are they watching? I guess because they got the bride. And they wonder... Well, I guess the question is, did Frankenstein know that the bride has been here? Has he been showing up thinking he's sly and they just have him on like 7 different caught in 4K footage, crystal clear images? Yeah, what's that idiot doing back here? Who knows? He'll leave. Also, fucking Frank is mental. Oh, he's so mental.
Yeah. It's... God, fucking going on the plane and just killing everybody.
Just murdering. First off, how did he get on the plane? How did you not hear the screams as he crushed their heads? The fact that he actually didn't kill you, he genuinely handed... Where'd you get that cash? Where'd you get that cold hard cash? He just handed you that wad of cash. Where did he get the money from? He's so unpredictable.
Honestly, I fucking love how he sat in front of that dead guy and like took his food from him.
Casually said, "Why don't you do what your purpose? The reason you're born, your purpose, and the small act of my love, and get the fuck back in the cockpit and fly the plane." And because you said no questions asked, none of that chatty nonsense, he went in there and he flew the plane. Look who got to live.
Yeah.
Allegedly. It would surprise me if later we found that plane on fire and shit.
He just left a bomb in
there. Which, interesting, that's something important now. Frank's here. Frank is in Sokovia, or wherever the fuck they are. Corto Maltese, whatever. And we're finally going to see that reunion, the big reunion between these two, bride who now has friends and who still very much does not want to see you, and now has friends and hopefully some self-confidence. The prostitutes have taught her to love.
Honestly, and she looking fine doing it. That shot with them all together, so good.
Yeah, that shot where they're all walking together and like Weasel swinging his arms and Foster's got his shoulders out. I mean, Bride of Frankenstein's got her shoulders out. Even Nina's ready to go. That looks pretty good shot. By the way, I understand James Gunn is really good at doing like established universes. That this is a universe the DC stuff has been happening for a while here. This Superman and this Batman have been doing it for a while. Lots of names have been made. It's not, even Amanda Waller says it, being a super is like what's it nowadays. 2 random fuckers both have lightning powers for some reason.
I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
I feel as though I should know who they are, but I do not. So if anybody in the comments knows, please tell me. Really said like, hey, we're going to kill every bitch in this brothel. Why? All right, whatever. And he goes, all right, bam. When Bride popped that fucker in the side of the head, I verbally shouted, damn. That really caught me up clean off guard.
Also, does that little girl, is she going to die soon? Since Dr. Phosphorus was like throwing her up in the air? Or
she said it's a long exposure. So you'd have to like be around him for long periods of time. She was. Well, I guess he was. She did also said. What?
How long was he out there with her?
Yeah, I guess it's the question. Is that it was definitely nighttime when we got there and it was fucking sunrise. Well, no kids for her. You got cancer now. Well, you like cancer, little girl.
Oh damn, that's fucked up.
So now that we're approaching the last episode, I really am not gonna get G.I. Robot back, huh?
Oh, he's gone. I told you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I told you they broke him beyond repair.
No,
And
you
you're like,
didn't.
oh,
You
they
said-
still
you
got
said
this.
nothing like that.
You did bring up a you did bring
You're
up a
making
good
this
point
up.
about his bottom
You're
part
making this
still
up and I
being
won't have
good.
it.
Okay, I'm gonna go to your previous episode. Leave the madman.
Fucking.
Aha! Fuck you.
Well, they did get confirmed for season 2, so it does make me wonder, like, are they gonna give us a little teaser at the end of somebody holding like his head or some shit?
I would love that. That would be great.
Also, I feel
Any
as though
excuse to
because
bring
we
it
spent
back.
so much time on the origin, why does it feel as though this season's wrapping up a little too quickly here? We're even the last episode is still someone's origin. Don't we usually get the origins and then we do the things?
God, it's gonna be fishy, no nipple.
Let me guess. She tried to be normal, but she was a fish girl, and then she got bullied, but somebody tried to tell her I love you anyway, and that wasn't enough, so she ran away to be a fish woman and then got arrested.
Let me guess. Water.
Let me guess. Still no nipples.
Let me guess. Fishbowl on head.
Explaining it to Economos. It's all like, there's this girl. Yeah, what she looked like. She, was, like, pretty, but, like, kind of ugly. Okay. And she had no nipples. That's fishy.
Also, what, did she really think that she could like do business with the bride, the brothel lady? It was like, oh, you men come in here and want
Something
strange and
strange.
different. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
I
like,
want...
get
I
it,
mean,
yeah,
I want the bride.
I paid for that.
I
yeah.
definitely want the
But,
the bride.
I'm a sick individual. That's
Didn't know that was a standard. I thought I was a freak.
yeah, honestly.
Yeah, throw
Oh, man.
throw a wig on Weasel, I might just hit it, to be perfectly real with you.
I need you to get the fuck out. Get out of your channel. Don't come back.
Oh, man. Is that supposed to be sad, by the way? I know I'm biased against Weasel, but am I supposed to be sad that he had to leave his wolf puppy friends?
No, I think that was just, a little nod to, yeah, he is, in fact, an animal.
Yeah.
Get a lot of animals.
True. And as you would see, he's very clearly going to betray them in the name of protecting the princess.
Oh, dude, he's going to use the wolves to kill the
He's going to
princess.
howl, and then they're going to bust in. All right.
Like
That's it from me. Any more notes from you?
No, I love Dr. Phosphorus. They probably could have done more, but I still like seeing him on the screen.
Funny how you can take Rick Flag clean out of an episode, and the show still remains the same.
Yeah. His back is
Although,
broken.
since G.I. Robot left, it's all been a little different, actually. Something's been missing here.
I want to see that Batman. I want to see, like, a
Oh,
clear
you better wait like 5 to 6 years for that shit. We'll never get that shit. We'll be dead by then. All right, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching. Can't wait for that season finale. Ooh, that's gonna be some good stuff. Thank you for Leo for coming out. That's all I got for you. King of the Dead and Leo the Madman signing off till next time.
Goodbye.